Hello, everyone. I'm probably gonna be a little bit less animated today because I need to be very still because I pulled the muscle when I was tying my hair up, and that's just crazy to me because I've tied my hair probably a billion times. When you have enough hair like mine, you need to tie it up so that way you can actually live your life. So yeah, I don't know. Oh, because one thing that happened this week that wasn't too bad is we got the pool up and running, so we went in it for the first time. But guess what? Before I went in it, I'm like, I better tie my hair up pretty high because I didn't feel like washing out a bunch of chlorine from my hair, so I wanted to try to tie it up so it wouldn't get all wet or whatever. And that didn't happen. I tried to make a high ponytail, ended up throwing out my back or my neck or whatever the heck I threw out. So yeah, no, the hair got wet. So I'm like, gosh dang it. So I'm just like, man, it's always something, man. I can never catch a break. Now I gotta I gotta be careful the way I move my neck. Gotta be careful the way I move my neck. You threw your back out by sneezing? Dang. Well, the thing is, I don't think it's my back. Our lovely Elias Esteban Sanchez, he works in like the physical therapy world or whatever, and I was telling him my symptoms. He's like, oh yeah, it sounds like this muscle. It's like kind of like a shoulder muscle that kind of attaches down to your neck to your shoulder type of thing. I don't know, but I'm like, you know what? That sounds about right because anytime I turn my head left or right, ooh, Nelly. Or like when the worst of it is I feel the worst in the morning. You know what I mean? Like I wake up and I'm like, oh, probably because of the way I sleep really weird. I don't sleep normally. And so and sitting up, like actually like when you're like the act of sitting up is it freaking hurts. So I sound like I sound like I'm getting murdered when I sit up. I'm like, oh. I'm like, gosh, I hope no one thinks I'm dying in here. All I'm doing is sitting up in my bed. But, yeah, it's so funny. But anywho, other than my little ramblings, my bad. My bad. But yeah. Old age catching up with me, Kokri? Probably. I mean, it gets us all at some point, right? Cyberman donated and said, hey Katori, how you feel? Hope you feel okay. I send 100 hugs for you. Well, thank you, Cyberman. I mean, other than like my shoulder, I feel okay. I had did I tell you guys about how I literally had to redo my root canal? I think I did. I don't know what I've complained about. There's so many issues I have to deal with. But I had that procedure done and it feels slightly better. So I am hoping that when they could put the core buildup in there. Because I don't know why, but my dentist waited to do this, because he thought it was fine, but evidently it's not fine according to the like specialist. And I'm just like, you know what? I don't even know anymore. So hopefully once I get that filled and a temporary on, if I wait long enough and all the pain goes away, fingers crossed, I can get a crown on it and it'll be done. It'll be done with. Because man, if I lose this tooth after I've invested so much money, I'm gonna lose my mind. Plus, like, it's a premolar. Like, it's a tooth I need, man. You can't just spend thousands of dollars on a freaking root canal and then just be like, oh, well, whoops-a-daisies. I'm just like, no whoops-a-daisies. There's no whoops-a-daisies allowed. Goodness sake. Anyways, that's the last I'll complain about that, but I was like, goodness sake. But anywho, oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Thank you so much, Vequinor. That's very generous of you. Thank you. Vequinor said, hi, Katori. I hope you and yours, maybe your family, are well, or well-ish, or trending wellward. You know what? That sounds about right. Trending wellward. I will say this. I'm not being overly optimistic about it because it seems to be a really long recovery, but this is the first time that Roy said, oh, I think I feel a little hungry today. And I'm like, you what? I felt like a SpongeBob meme. You what? I'm like, you feel a little hungry today? He hasn't felt hungry in like months. So I will take that as a little plus. I mean, it was very little bit of hunger, very slight, but it's better than what it's been. So I was like, oh my gosh, yes! And so I made a bunch of pasta today. Veggie pasta. I wanted to get some veggies in there. I gotta make sure my Roy boy gets his nutrients. So despite my hurt shoulder, I was like, I'm making you something, brother. I'm making you something. Because Mama was really tired today, so she took a nap. But yeah, no, I think it's gonna be an on and off thing. I think it's gonna take a while. But, I mean, any good thing, I'll take it. I'll take it. So, anywho, sorry, I thought since you said trending word, I thought I'd give that little good piece of news. I said, I really enjoyed your Avatar: The Last Airbender art style you gave us this week. Because of last week's talk about the changes to the art style for the movie, I've never paid so much attention to characters' noses. I don't know. I love their noses. I love the style. So the fact that, like, I feel like I'm watching, like, honestly, the style reminded me of, Voltron. It literally looked like Voltron. Like a more, like, polished Voltron. And I'm just like, brother, man, I mean, like, no. Plus, I think they got rid of the Chinese characters, which I was really sad about that, because it just looks so pretty. I'm just like, why? But, I mean, I guess it's kind of cool they made their own language, but, you know, but regardless, my main thing is the noses. That makes me, it's just, everybody kind of had their own little, like, nose style, and I thought it was, like, Zuko's nose is different than, like, Aang's nose, which is different than Toph's nose, different than Sokka's nose, and I just liked the variation of noses. It felt so beautiful, and I was just, as an artist, it made me so sad. And then I was like, you know what? You know what? We're just gonna do it. We're gonna do it ourselves. And that's what I did. And I was so scared. I was like, my gosh. I'm like, if I can't do this, like what if it looks like crap? You know, like, here I am talking about, oh, the new style sucks. And I can't even do the old style. Like, if I myself can't do it, like, dang, that'd be freaking embarrassing. So, but regardless, I'm glad y'all liked it. It was really fun. I had a lot of fun, filming both those videos. And I think I'll probably continue with it. I don't know. I was debating on bringing back the water, because the water tribe, the video is called Water Tribe. I don't know why I called her a Water Tribe girl. I should have just called her Waterbender. But I think I might do another water. I want to do like I want to bring the Waterbender back, because the video, I mean, she kind of waterbended, but all she did was just like freeze some ice cubes for your tea. It was still a cute meetup, but I was like, you know what? I'm like, let's get some waterbender healers in here. Let's see if she can heal you. Who knows? Maybe you got into some trouble, you know, like you guys always do. But anywho. But yeah, no, thank you so much, Vequinor. I'm glad you liked the videos, and thank you for wishing us well, because it seems, it appears we are trending upward, I think. I hope. Because we're so tired of doctors, man. We're so tired of doctors. It's so annoying when you go to a doctor and they're like, well, everything looks okay to me. And it's like, no, it ain't. It's like, my gosh, what am I paying you for? What am I paying you for? Stop hurting yourself. I wish, Mr. Smee. I hurt myself constantly. And it's really not my choice. I actually burned my hand today. I can't stop. I can't. Granted, it was probably due to my hurt neck shoulder area, because I've been very stiff in my movement, so I've been very uncoordinated recently. So dealing with boiling water being uncoordinated was probably not a good idea. But you know what? We trucked on, and I made some pretty baller pasta. Mama liked it. But yes. Thank you, Vequinor. Ty has been a member for 45 months and said, hope you have a great week, Katori. Hope you're feeling better and got good news about the movie. But another movie I might be in. So is the movie that you're doing a short right now, and you might be in another movie? Either way, that's really cool, Ty. You'll have to let us know, regardless of what you end up filming, whether it's a short or an actual longer film. That'd be really cool. So you'll have to let us know how it goes. That's awesome. That's awesome. Mr. Wanapon donated and said, guess who's back? I'm guessing you, Mr. Wanapon. I'm guessing you're back from your DinoCon. At least I think that's what you said it was. Welcome back. Neb has been a member for 13 months and said, 13 months of being a wholesome yeet. Huzzah! How the heck is it August already? That's what I want to know. That is what I want to know. I actually had this whole thing planned what I was going to do with my summer, and it all went... Granted, you know, we had a lot of medical stuff going on, so basically my June was shot. My June didn't exist. I don't even know what happened in June. I'm going to be honest with you. A whole month, like, in the blink of an eye. It was basically watching TV shows and Tamagotchi life and sitting on the couch. being with my brother. But, yeah, no, time goes so fast. I cannot believe it's August. There's just no way. There's literally no way. Halloween is coming up. I'm like, what? It's like, I just got this gosh dang pull-up. But, yeah, no, it's crazy how time goes so fast. It says, hope things are getting better, and Roy is getting better. Yeah, it's kind of like, it's like we're still, like, kind of, like, in the same boat as we've been for the past, like, 3 weeks. But, you know, it seems we're trending upwards, I think. So, I'll take it. You know, if he starts feeling hungry, even every once in a frickin' while, I mean, it's better than nothing. You know, we'll see how it goes. But thank you, Neb. Thank you. Uber Mancher donated and said, the cooler finally got an upgrade to the shelves. Let's go. It really just moved some stuff around and made my job harder. Oh. When you said that, I thought it was a good thing. So, okay. So I guess, never mind. I'm sorry. That evidently is a bad thing. Dang. Well, I'm sorry it made your job harder. I was like, oh, an upgrade? I'm like, wow, it's probably probably made things a little better, but I guess not. So, dang, sorry, dude. I hope, I'm sorry it made your job harder. I wish you the best. Wish you the best. Mr. Wanapon donated and said, I'm back from DinoCon. See, I remembered. I remember. And I have much to tell you. All right, what do you have to tell me? What did you get into? Also, as I was scrolling down, I saw someone asked how I do the kissing sound effect, and just for, like, everybody to know, it's basically me kissing my hand. I by the time, if I ever end up getting a boyfriend at some point, I probably will have kissed my hand more than I will have ever kissed him, because it's just... It takes a long time to get a kiss on your hand that doesn't sound, one, freaking nasty, and two, actually is picked up by the mic properly. Because sometimes it'll sound like almost like a click, and other times it sounds like a bunch of slobber, and it's like, you don't want that. You don't want that. You want it sounding like a perfect princess kiss or something. I don't know. You gotta be Disney-esque with that stuff, especially for YouTube. You gotta be real Disney-esque for that stuff. So yeah, basically just kissing your hand. It's like the easiest thing in the world. It's best way to get the sound effect. You know, I don't really know how else you get the sound effect, unless you, like, are a master at making kissing sounds, like, in the air. So, yeah. What's wrong with slobber? There are a billion things wrong. No one wants slobber. Who the heck wants slobber? Clone myself and practice kissing? I wish, Mr. Smee. If I had a clone of myself, that'd be freaking awesome. I have 2 me's. That means double the work. I mean, I could get so much more done with 2 me's. That'd be great. That'd be awesome. I mean, I would have a cosplaying buddy 24/7. That'd be freaking amazing. Iron Piedmont donated and said, sorry about your neck, Katori. Have a hug for your trouble. Aw, thank you, Iron. So things go right. I'm going to host our Baldur's Gate 3 session during stream. Ooh. Oh yeah, so are y'all doing some Baldur's Gate right now? Well, I wish you the best. I wish you all the natural 20s in the world. Hope you guys have a fun time. Mr. Wanapon donated and said, oh dear, I'm sorry to hear about your tooth. Yeah, bro, me too. It's like, I kept on, like, it seemed like it was just progressively, like, no matter what I did, no matter how much money I had to throw at these people, they're just like, yeah, it just might not work out. I'm like, what do you mean? It's like, bro, I went to the actual, like, I went to the specialist because I wanted to make sure that this tooth was done right and it was saved. And it was just like, you know, sometimes no matter how hard you try, the world still likes to spit in your tea. Unless you like that kind of stuff. But, you know, I mean, either way, it was, I was like, dang. Sometimes you gotta just take the L, you know? Sometimes you gotta take the L. Neb donated and said, not gonna lie, I awkwardly popped my shoulder while I tied my hair, and boy, did my neck and shoulder hurt for days. Oh, yeah. It's actually pretty bad in the mornings. It's worse. Like I actually feel a little bit better like in the evenings, because I think like throughout the day I like slowly stretch it out, but in the mornings it is so bad. I like sit up and I feel like I'm having these different stages, because this has been going on for 2 days. The first day, I sounded like a barbarian when I sat up. Like, it was like this guttural, like, it wasn't, I didn't even control it. It was something my body just let out, and I didn't even recognize my own voice. It was just like, it was like this growling, I don't even know what it was. It just came from the deep depths of my chest. But then today, it was totally different. I don't know why, but I sounded like some anime girl who just got, like, I don't know what. I don't even know. It was like this really high, like, squeak, but not, it sounded like an anime girl who got murdered, is basically what it sounded like. And I was like, it's always worse in the mornings when I sit up. That's like the first start of everything. And I was like, my gosh. I'm like, what the heck's going on with me, man? It's like little the little winces when I get out of bed. I was like, I was like, I sounded so pathetic. It was so bad. But man, it's like, it's crazy. It's crazy that just tying your hair can just absolutely cook you. Like, just tying up your hair. It's like, holy smokes. Who knows what I'll sound like tomorrow, you know? We'll see. But yeah, it was like yesterday I was barbarian. Today I was a murdered anime girl. Tomorrow, who knows? We'll see. I'll let you guys know. I'll let you guys know what I transform into tomorrow. But yeah, I'm sorry about that, Neb. I'm sorry you hurt your shoulder before. I'm sorry it smarted. I'm glad it's better though now. I am a Sprock. That's all I can see from the username, but I'm a Sprock donated and said, I adore the Avatarless Airbender audios you made this week. Are there plans for an Air Nomad one or a Water Tribe one with an updated art? Does this mean you've seen the movie? I have not seen the movie. Not yet. But I have seen the series, obviously. I do love the series. I'm an avid fan of the series. I also really like Legend of Korra. At least season 1. Season 1 Legend of Korra is my favorite. I have a whole critique about Legend of Korra, about how I really wish they greenlit a season 2 right as they had season 1, because I feel like you could have stretched season 1 for 2 seasons. Aaand was such a good villain. But anyways, other than all that, back to your question. I probably will bring in I'll probably bring back the Waterbender girl. I think I'll do like a healing audio. I think that'd be really nice and like a cool way to like utilize her again, but in a different way. And I've considered doing an Airbender video. I've considered it, and to make it more canon, it's sad as it sounds. The audio itself won't be sad, but like historically, you're gonna know you're never gonna see her again after the audio ends, basically. Like, you know, it's like a little rendezvous. You sneak into her temple, you know, to see your Airbender girlfriend. You guys, you know, like, all chat and cuddle and blah, 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 blah. And then, you know, and you have a little hangout session, but then you gotta go because she's like, oh no, if blah, blah, blah catches us, this won't be good for me. But, you know, don't worry, I'll meet you up with you next week. Don't worry, blah, 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 blah. And then, you know, next week she's a part of the ground. So yeah, she freaking dies, just as Mr. Smee said. So I feel like that's the only way, you know. I mean it's never going to be said in the audio. It's never going to be said. It's not going to be like at the end, and then she died. It's just going to be like, you know, it's just inferred that this is taking place during the time in which there were a lot of airbenders. You know, this isn't during Legend of Korra time, where, like, you know, like, new airbenders came to be because of, like, the spirit world, like, making balance in the world or whatever. This is more like, you know, like, this is like the happier times of when the airbenders were around before they got scorched. And, you know, since she's probably gonna be making a pass, I think what I was gonna do was I was gonna, like, have her say in passing, like, oh yeah, I heard rumors that, like, one of the air nomads in the blah 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 temple, they said they found the avatar, but we don't know yet. I'll keep you updated. You know, I'm pretty sure that so and so knows, so I'll ask them tomorrow, and then I'll let you know next week. And next week it never comes. So yeah. says, Mr. Shmee said, it's never said. We all know it happens, but it's never said, which is honestly way more tragic. Yeah, exactly. That's probably what I'm gonna do. It's yeah. That has to be that. Someone said, "Yikes! I'm just gonna consider this an AU where everyone is fine, like Jinx." I mean, yeah, sure, whatever. It's up to your interpretation, but it'll be heavily implied. Well, like it's just implied that basically this is like the last time you see her. But you can just live in total, like, you can live in ignorance. Ignorance is bliss. You could be like, you know what? I'm gonna see her next week. This will be fine. I'll see her next week. Inepta donated and said, can Celeste welcome me home from a work trip? She sure can. Excuse me. So you said just from a work trip? A work trip?
Well, my special little treasure, I'm so glad to see that you're home. I must say that I have certainly missed your presence. You've been gone for far too long. But I'm happy to see that you're again by my side. And just know, you won't be leaving it anytime soon.
Which is very true. She is going to smother you. Crap. Where did I leave off? The chat flew. There we go. The Cobalt Coyote's been a member for 33 months and said, hey Katori, just so you know, if you do an airbender, I'm obliged to reanimate the show's intro with your characters. You can choose LOK or Avatar Last Airbender. Ooh. Whatever's easier for you. Whatever's easier for you, because I will be happy with either. I'll be happy with either. I like both intros. You know, I like both shows, so whichever you choose, like what maybe like depending on like how the poses that they do, the bending that they do, whichever is easier for you or you prefer, I will let you surprise me. I will be happy with whichever. But thank you. I'll be very excited to see it if you decide to do it. Mitch donated and said, never stops being funny how Shyamalan's last Airbender film, I can't pronounce that, my bad, had the line, always knew you were a bender. Then they wondered why Brits laughed so much. What? Always knew you. Is that like is a bender a slang term? Because I don't know what that means. A bender, British slang. A heavy drinking session? Or an offensive term! Oh, okay, let's hope it's just the heavy drinking session. Here I am, going and saying offensive terms. Anyways. It's derogatory?! Dude, you can't make me say these things. I don't know what the heck this means in British slang. Mitch, you can't do this to me, okay? Okay, you can cancel yourself, but you can't get me canceled. Shyamalan, thank you, Kokiri. A gay guy, okay, listen, you cannot make me say a term that is offensive for a gay man in British slang. Okay, I'm gonna get absolutely mutilated. For the love of God, Mitch. Mr. Wanapon donated and said, oh dear, I hope you're okay, and how's your family? Pretty much as I've said, what's it called? Like, you know, we're kind of in the same boat we were last week. We were pretty much, you know, just kind of trucking along. Roy was hungry for like the first time and for forever, only a little bit hungry. But, you know, still pretty alright. We're pretty okay, just a bit tired. And yeah, I'm actually really tired. I haven't been sleeping well recently. I wasn't sleeping well because of my tooth and now my shoulder. I need sleep. I need sleep, man. Ty Marshall donated and said, the short movie is on hold, but a friend knows someone that was an extra in 28 Days Later, and might be in or might do a zombie movie. And if it goes well, it's most likely I'm going to be an extra in it. Well, that's cool. That's cool, Ty. Sorry your movie's been on hold. But either way, thank you. Thank you for donating, and I hope, I hope that both of them go smoothly, because it sounds like, at least I think it sounds like you're going to be possibly in 2 movies if the other one stops being on hold. Yeah, because you're saying you might be an extra in the other movies, so that's really cool. You'll have to let us know how it goes. I hope you're in both. That'd be really awesome. Especially if they're both zombie movies. That's a lot of fun. Soul Swirl's been a member for 4 months and said, happy 4-month Wholesome Geek membership. Can't wait for the many more to come. Cheers with microwave tea and pineapple pizza and steak feast. Let's go, Soul Swirl. My kind of man. Microwave tea. But no, thanks so much for being a Wholesome Geek for 4 months. And, yeah, thanks for sticking around, and I hope you're here for many more to come, and I hope you have a lovely evening. Thank you so much for being here. It's much appreciated. Thank you, thank you. Garrick Anderson donated and said, another wave of cartoons is coming to Tubi. Ooh, let's Group Adventures of Billy and Mandy. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna watch all that. I think that show was ahead of its time in comedy. It was just really funny. I love Irwin. Oh man. Anyways, mucha lucha. I love that. Mucha lucha. I remember that. And Freakazoid. I don't remember that one. I'm so excited that more and more shows are coming. I'm excited too. It's for free. Honestly, I might cancel some of my streaming stuff because I've been like scrolling through them and like I don't know what to watch anymore. So maybe I'll just have Tubi. Just have Tubi. Soul Swirl donated and said, just popping on to say hey, and also I randomly wanted to say I not only microwave my tea, but also my coffee. That is all. How do you do that? I bow to you, my good sir. How do you manage to use an instant coffee or something? How? If you're not using instant coffee, how are you doing that? Unless, like, you're microwaving it and putting it, like, in a French press or something. Well, you've outdid me, my good sir. But yeah, thanks for popping by, Soul Swirl. I appreciate it. Hope you have a lovely evening. Neb donated and said, if it's the Wholesome universe, the Air Nomad video will have a good ending. I just want to know how you'll draw the hairstyle, lol. Yeah, I'm not sure either. Obviously, she's not going to be bald, just because I want to find a way to, like, make a hairstyle with the... She's obviously going to have her Air Nomad tattoo. She's going to have it, but... I don't know. I mean, technically, like, if you look at Janora, right? Janora from Legend of Korra, she let her hair grow out with her airbender tattoo. Like, she had a regular, like, hairstyle, but just you saw the airbender tattoo underneath it. So, I'll probably do something like that. I don't know exactly what hairstyle. I feel like she'd have a braid. I feel like she would have a braid. I feel like. You know, I feel like a braid would be a good idea because if she's an airbender, she can't have her hair going everywhere with all the wind. You know what I mean? So, like a long braid, perhaps. But I don't know. I'll see what happens. I'll see what calls to me. But yeah, she'll definitely have the tattoo for sure. I lost my place. Oh, Neb also donated and said, I mean, hey, I still headcanon myself as Boy Gwen. I mean, yeah, you can headcanon anything you want. That's what headcanons are for. It's for your imagination. Cyberman donated and said, sorry, that may look bad for you if you kill off someone. Well, and hey, we don't know. It's never said. It's never said. But, you know, if you know the lore of the story... You know, that's all I gotta say. That's all I gotta say. She will be alive at the end of the video. That's all I gotta say. Hunting Ninjas has been a member for 17 months and said, always the highlight of my week when I see your videos, Katori. Keep up the great work, and I'm glad you and your family are doing better. Well, thank you, Hunting Ninjas. I really appreciate it. And yeah, no, well, thank you, second of all, for liking my videos. I'm really glad that you enjoy them. And yeah, I mean, we're pretty much kind of the same as we are from last week, but the fact that he was a little bit hungry today, I'll count that as a win. So, yeah, very, very good. Very, very good. I only wish now that, it would stop freaking raining, because it's hard to go in the pool when it's raining. But anywho's, yeah, no, thank you, Hunting Ninjas, and I hope you're having a wonderful day. Neb donated and said, I guess if I have a firebender GF, I guess I don't need a microwave, JK. I mean, hey, she can, I mean, if she is a professional at heating up tea, she probably could heat up your food too. You know, easy peasy. Easy peasy. Yeah, save on your costs. Ty donated and said, oh, this is for Neko. So Neko says this. So Neko says, say, Ty, do you know the quickest way to Katori Wholesome's theme park? Are you driving or walking? Oh, never mind. Ty must say, are you driving or walking? Let me try that again. Hey, say, Ty, do you know the quickest way to Katori's Wholesome theme park? Are you driving or walking? Driving. Yeah, that's the quickest way. Actually, Neko should never drive. Do not let her ever drive. Do not ever let her drive. Never let her drive. It is a danger to society. Garrick donated and said, Airbender GF would come back as a spirit. Bro, that's so depressing! Oh my gosh. Oh my heart. Could you imagine the follow-up video to that is your girlfriend visits you from the spirit world because she's dead? Dang. That doesn't even that's not even like allowing the listener to like live in like ignorance. It's not even like you can just be like, oh well, it's never stated that she died, but no, like she's actually dead. Dang, Garrick, dang. Man, that's brutal. That's brutal. Swirl donated and said 2 things. Toasting with well done steak, lol, and I just pour water and coffee mix and then scoop out the grains. Not glamorous, I know. Wait, what? You scoop out the grains? Do you at least have a strainer? Please, no, listen, this is just like, you don't want to drink the little coffee bits. So Swirl. I mean, hey, to each their own. You can live your life as you see fit. I will never do as you want. Do with what you will. But that is, I've never heard of such a thing. Oh, I've never heard anyone say that they just scoop. That's almost impossible though, because the coffee grounds just get everywhere. There's no way you could scoop it all out. Man, so Swirl. He's tough as nails. Neb donated and said, an air nomad survivor with long flowing hair that she uses with her airbending. Maybe she would have flowing hair versus a braid. I don't know. Yeah, because like it would look, yeah, I don't know. Now I'm gonna have to think about it. I don't know. I guess it took me forever to actually figure out the earthbender hairstyle. I went through like 3 different hairstyles because the first one, it didn't look rugged enough. It was too like, and then the second one I did was too spiky. Like it was almost like not soft enough looking. It looked like just like too spiky. And I was just like, no. And then so I did like a combination of both and I kind of landed on what I did. And even now I'm still not 100% sure if I like that hairstyle, but we will see. Mr. Wanapon donated and said, may I make a suggestion? Of course you can. A shark girlfriend for next year's Shark Week. It's all right for you. Just thought I'd ask. That's not to say that we won't. I've definitely seen some Shark Girl audios floating around every once in a blue moon. So yeah. Oh. Sorry, I'm okay. I just got a little bit too animated for a second. I tend to like to move when I talk, and I can't do that. Oh, that didn't feel good. But yeah. As I like to say, you never know. We could definitely do that. Bobby donated and said, most female airbenders do have hair, receding hairline, but so long as you have the arrow tattoo, you'd be fine. Well, yeah, I mean, just like Janora, like she doesn't have a receding hairline. She actually let her hair grow fully back. She actually has a little bit of, like, she has like some fringe in the front. So I feel like our girl's a little bit of a rebel. She's like, nah, man, I'm not shaving my hairline. We're just going all natural. But obviously we have to have the air tattoo. There's no way you couldn't. I mean, unless she was like still in training, but that'd be pretty. I feel like you'd still get your tattoos kind of at a youngish age, you know. So yeah, she's gonna have some nice looking hair. Mr. Wanapon donated and said, now then, time to talk about my trip at DinoCon. Let me know how it went. You'll have to let me know. Actually, real quick, I know we still have some Ko-fi's to read, but we're gonna switch over, super chats to read, but I'm gonna switch over to Ko-fi because I have not even read a Ko-fi yet, which is not good. It's August 1st. Holy. Got a donation from Cyberman, which says, hey, Gatori, hope you're doing well. So I finished my summer art and happy of the outcome. Also love the fire and earthbenders. Cute too. Can't wait for the airbender. Also, what's a funny weapon name you put on Minecraft for fun? I don't know. I really don't name my weapons, actually, in Minecraft. I know you can with, like, you know, the anvil and, like, name tags and stuff, but I actually don't. I don't really name my weapons, so I don't really know. I feel like if I named it, I would just be like, good old reliable. That's just what I would do. Oh, that's really nice drawing, Cyberman. I really like her bathing suit. That's very cute. I like that. That's really, really cute. Very, very good job. Very, very good job. That's really cute. Thank you. We got 2 donations from John Craft. It says, hey Katori, it's me, John. Wondering if you got the nice card and chocolates I sent you. Something sweet for you and your brother. I haven't gotten it yet. I'm so sorry. It's just been such a busy week. I had a lot of dental appointments and it's been a crazy time. I have not forgotten. It's on my to-do list. I have a very long to-do list, but I have not forgotten. I promise you. But hopefully we can get it. Hopefully this week won't be as crazy since, yeah, I'm pretty sure this week we don't have as many appointments as last week. So hopefully this week I might be able to pop over there and grab it. But do not worry, I have not forgotten. He also said, I got good news for me. I finally found work. That's awesome, John. So I work at a hotel. It's pretty good. However, I keep my eyes out for other possibilities with more money. So that's good. Just glad I'm working. Well, yeah. I mean, you know, obviously sometimes you got to take what you can get at the time, and then, you know, just look for a better opportunity when it comes. So, but either way, I'm glad you got a job, John. I know you were looking for one, and I hope that you have a better time here than your previous, the previous place you were at, because I know that they really weren't that nice to you. So yeah, I'm really happy for you, John. I hope this works out for the time being until you find something else. Very good, very good. Oh, Spirit Robin, thank you so much for the generous donation. Thank you. Spirit. Yeah, you know, goodness gracious, Spirit's like always so generous every week. Spirit said, hello, Katori, hope you're feeling better and that your week was a good one. And if not, here's a hug and a little something to help. Again, thank you so much, Spirit. It hasn't been, I'd say this week hasn't been like a bad week. It's just been kind of a little bit tiring. You know, it's been okay. It's been an okay week. And but I'm glad though that the pool is actually up and running. It's just it needs to get a little warmer. Weird for me to say, right? But anywho, again, I really appreciate it. So thank you so much. It said, "Guy, D&D question for you. Instead of an inn or a tavern, where would you prefer a new campaign to start? Hope you and the fam have a lovely night." Well, thank you, Spirit. I hope you have a lovely night too. And So other than a tavern or an inn, where would you hope where would you hope a campaign would start? Prefer. I feel like, I don't know. It'd be kind of cool though if, I don't know, my mind said like a festival. Like it'd be really cool if there was like this festival in town and everybody kind of came into the festival for their own reasons, right? It's like the biggest festival of the year. And then a tragedy happens, and then in that, like, you know, or like you know, the gosh, I can't think of the word, and it's we say it in like in creative writing, there's like a word for like the inciting incident, right? That happens, and then it requires each of the people in the party, you know, who don't know each other at the time, to like kind of, you know, jump into action, and it causes them to go on like a journey together based on that inciting incident. So I think a festival would be a really cool place to meet up. But I will say this, I recently have been in a campaign where we all met in prison. We were all in prison. So that was really funny. We were all in prison for our own reasons, some which were we were framed for, but we all broke out of prison together, so that was kind of fun. So yeah, there you go. But again, Spirit, thank you so much. I really appreciate it, and I hope you're having a lovely night too. So thank you, thank you. Thank you, thank you. And we have something from Elias Esteban Sanchez. Oh my goodness, we actually have a lot of Ko-fis. Oh my word. Okay. We're gonna be on Ko-fi for a while because I just refreshed the page. Goodness gracious. Elias donated, and we have a 3-part donation, which is his lovely poem. He loves to give us poems every week. It says, so it starts as reading, "Heart of gold. Stuck fast between a rock and a fair face, what's a young man to do? Though noble in birth, his title cannot remove her earthen grasp, yet hidden in her haughty words lies a heart of gold, a mind most interested in the hypothetical. They walk the streets at midnight hour as they enjoy the absence of expectation's power. In the quiet peace, secrets are shared, dreams are spoken, as she expresses hidden relief and a feeling awoken, though mayhaps the night is so peaceful, as silk robes make a fair target. So they dash through the streets hand in hand, purely for safety and professionalism, you understand." That's cute. It says, "I love both videos this week. Will we be getting a quartet? Take care of yourself and sit straight. Your neck doesn't need more strain." I know, believe me, I'm literally a board right now. I am like, I can barely move. So I am definitely sitting up straight. But no, thank you, Elias. And I liked your poem. That was really cute. I liked the poem about the earthbender. Very, very cute. Very, very nice. I'm glad you liked it. Thank you, thank you. We have a donation from Bobby. Good old Bobby. It reads, oh, it's between Neko and Bobby. Okay. So it says, "Neko sees me on the porch bench looking sad." Oh no, Bobby's sad. We can't have Bobby being sad. It says next. So Neko says, "Bobby, what? Why are you so sad?" "Just sit here and I'll tell you."
"So, what happened?"
The bench is wet. Says, says, also sorry you're feeling kind of crummy. Big hug. Oh, thank you, Bobby. But hey, I'd be pretty sad too. If you sat down on the bench and it's wet, that's the worst feeling in the world. And so you're just like, dang, I'm sitting on a wet bench. That makes sense.
Neko's like, dang, now I'm sad too, because I'm sitting on a wet bench.
Now she's sad. Thane donated and said, hey Katori, how have you been? I visited some place called Chateau Fermé de Marcienne as a possible place for the wedding. I'll also try to visit Chateau Davin. At least the organization is progressing. But no, that sounds fancy. Those sound very fancy. Little Mr. Fancy Pants. Yeah, no, you'll have to, I can't wait to see what it looks like when it comes to fruition. This is really exciting. So, I'm super excited for you, Thane. That's awesome. So awesome. Oh, Thane also donated it and said, for the record, if I had been rich, I would have proposed to cover the cost of the trip to join my wedding with Mila if you were okay with it, lol. Let's go! Thane, like, becomes a multi-millionaire and he, like, brings all the wholesome yeets. Granted, he would probably need a bigger venue. He probably wants a smaller wedding, but yeah, just imagine we're like all in a stadium. We're like, whoa! It's like a big event. But no, that's very sweet of you, Thane. That's a very sweet thought. Thank you. That'd be kind of cool to be. I've never been anywhere outside of the U.S., so that'd be pretty cool. That'd be pretty cool. Let's go. That's very sweet. Bobby donated and said, also, if I can find it, lost my idea file, had one for Spider-Girl. In case I can't find it quickly, I'll be sure to send it. All right. Yeah, I know, I've been considering, at first I was considering doing a Supergirl video because of the Superwoman video, or Superwoman, because of the Supergirl movie that came out. But I don't know why, but I just couldn't put one together the way I wanted it to be. And I actually thought about having a video where you visit her inner sanctum, right? I thought that'd be kind of fun. And I wanted Superboy to make an appearance, but I couldn't get that all together in time. And then I just kind of like let it put on the back burner. But yeah, no, I didn't even know there was a Spider-Man movie coming out. So when people were talking about like, oh, Spider-Girl coming back because of the movie, I'm like, what movie? So, but I see what everyone's talking about now. So yeah, maybe she will make a comeback. We will see. Neb, we have a donation from Neb. It's a 3-part donation. So I think these are the 3 parts from Neb. Yes, here they are. So this is between Kish and Neb. All right, we gotta get Kish's voice. Let's go. Let's see. I'm trying to like, it's hard to get, I don't know why it's hard for me to start it.
I have to say goblin for some reason. It has to be, it's a bit more, she's in a very high octave. It's a bit different, but we'll sit around here. So Kish says, how are you feeling, Neb?
A little dizzy, but I'm fine.
A glass of water then?
Oh, no thank you. Kish hugs Neb.
Of course. Oh, are you alright? Your heart is racing.
Oh, no, I'm alright.
Are you sure?
I swear I'm okay.
Do you need me to stop?
No.
I guess the drinks can wait. Oh, but you should have some water. Let me get that for you.
I feel like Kish is like such a nice, she's like she's such a sweet little thing. She's so sweet. Such a sweet little goblin. Oh, Thane also donated and said, before I go to sleep, we have something between Calamity and Spider-Girl going on. Let's see what they have to say. So Spider-Girl says, Calamity, what do you have here? It says Calamity bonds to a new person.
A smoothie.
That's not what I meant.
Oh, this is my new BF.
Your what? She's like, Calamity, you cannot go attaching to random people. You're gonna kill their liver. But I guess Calamity deserves happiness too. You know, she deserved it too. Maybe she'll find her special someone out there. That's cute. Oh my goodness, we have a 5-part donation from Adam. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Let's see if I can't mess this up. This is between Neko, Housekeeper, Fire Nation Girl, and Fire Girl's mom. Okay. Okay, this is a lot of universes colliding. Hold on. Oh, ow. Okay, nope. Can't pick water up with that hand. Okay, so Housekeeper, Neko, and then FG's Fire Girl, and then M is for Mom. Okay, so Fire Girl's mom. So Housekeeper says, well, it was nice for you to invite me for some tea, Neko. I didn't take you for a tea lover.
It wasn't until I found this place.
The Ember Kettle.
Yeah.
Hello, welcome. Wait. No. You were banned last week. Oh, who, Neko? Yes, her. What did she do this time? We caught her in the back stealing some of our high Jinx tea. Jinx tea? Yes. It's the tea made using herbs from catnip. Oh, now that makes sense. It says flashback.
Hey, can I get another?
I think you've had enough.
No, I really haven't.
Present day. And then she started to climb on the customers' tables, knocking their cups off slowly. Well, I'm sorry to hear that. Come on, Neko, let's go. Where did she go? And then you have the mother screaming from the back. I'm not going to scream for your guys' sakes, but the mother says, "Hey, you crazy, Neko, get out of the kitchen." I'm sorry about this. She has a catnip problem. Maybe tried an intervention with... Get out. Of course. My gosh. Neko, why do you gotta be like that? She's hurting small businesses, for goodness sake. Oh, we have a donation from Kevin from the tea shop. Kevin from the tea shop donated and said, "Hi, Miss Kotori. I'm kind of new to this and nervous this doesn't go through, but I've been a fan for years and can never catch you live on stream." Oh, I'm sorry. Well, I'm glad you're able to catch it this time. I'm sorry it took me 30 minutes to read your donation. I kind of go back and forth between Ko-fi and Super Chats. But he also said, "I wanted to donate because your firebending video was just that good. And also..." Okay, there's 2 more donations. And also... I wanted to say thank you so much for all the videos that you put out. In the Firebender Girl video, it was cool being an earthbender, even though for myself, I'm a firebender. I even have the fire element tattoo on my neck, haha. Oh dang, that's some dedication. Alright. Lastly, I don't actually serve the tea at my shop. I work behind the scenes as a cook. Also, you're right, not all firebenders are bad, lol. But anyways, thanks again for everything. Well, thank you so much, Kevin. I'm glad you enjoyed the video. And I'm glad you're able to catch the stream for once. And, yeah, so thanks so much for being here and for donating and for liking my stuff. And, yeah, thanks for sticking around for years. I really appreciate it. So, yeah, hope you enjoy the rest of the stream or the rest of your evening. And regardless, thank you so much for stopping by. Thank you. And, hopefully we'll see more of her, because I like the Firebender Girl. I like her too. Let's see. It's from a Nept. So it's from Earthbender, just Earthbender and a Nept. Okay. Earthbender kind of has a more tomboyish voice, so I'm just trying to think of how I'm going to do a Nept, but hopefully we'll be able to differentiate it, so we'll see. I feel getting a little dry down here. Which is weird, because it's so humid outside. Anyways. So the Earthbender says... You know, you've been taking a lot of nightly walks lately. I enjoy the fresh air. Is that all? Yes. You know, I can feel your heart rate increase. You can? Yup. My guess is you want to spend more time with me. Am I right? Yeah. You're so cute. It's like, yeah, you just want to spend time with me, don't you? You're just trying to sneak out all the time. You just want a little bit of attention. All you gotta do is ask. All you gotta do is ask. Hunting Ninja donated and said, looks like for the next few weeks, I won't be able to stay for the whole stream. Oh, no worries, no worries. Says, my great-grandmother turns 99 and we're out of town for her birthday. That's awesome. I also am having D&D games with my neighbors. Stay safe and have a great stream. Yeah, no, that sounds like a really good time. Well, first of all, happy birthday to your great-grandmother. It's awesome that she's reached that age, you know, in this, you know, that's really quite a milestone. So, I hope you guys enjoy her birthday and you enjoy your D&D sessions. That's awesome, Hunting Ninjas. I hope you guys have a really fun time. And thank you for stopping by the stream. Thank you, thank you. 99. That's awesome. My great-grandma actually lived, I think to be 100. It's pretty crazy. Egrich. We have a 2-part donation from Egrich. It says, been a while, hasn't it? This is Tagger, housekeeper, artist, and Kish. So I think the artist, that's like college art GF, right? So I will try my best. These are very 3 distinct voices because we have 2 English accents, but Kish's is different than housekeepers. So I will do my best. So H is housekeeper, T is Tagger, A is artist, and C is Kish. So housekeeper says, ugh, this is the last time I get hammered with you guys. What? That's such a line. Like, housekeeper is actually gonna get hammered, but okay. Ugh, this is the last time I get hammered with you guys. Huh, it's not my fault you ladies can't hold your liquor. Why can I smell colors? Way ahead of you, your highness. I already called for evac. Please don't be bloody Egrich. It says, meanwhile, speeding down the road.
Hard left at the preschool.
So the goblins, she's the evac. I guess our lovely goblin GF is the chauffeur for the night. The designated driver. Let's go. Always have a designated driver. Inept donated, and this is for Firebender and Inept. Let's see. The Firebender should have a higher pitch voice, so we'll do that. So Firebender says, what are you still doing up? It's freezing my room. Sorry, let me restart the fire. Oh, okay. You seem disappointed. Let me try that again. I think I misunderstood it all. Let me just start from the beginning. What are you still doing up? It's freezing in my room. Oh, sorry. Let me restart the fire. Oh, okay. You seem disappointed. Were you hoping for something else? No. I think you were hoping for cuddles. Maybe. Alright, come here. I'll keep you warm tonight. You go to her door and you're like, I'm cold. And then she's like, oh, don't worry, I'll reheat the fire for you. And then you're like, oh. Oh, okay. Alright. Dang. The Cobalt Coyote donated and said, hey, Katori, fun fact about David Yost. He auditioned to be the Red Ranger and got it. The reason he wasn't the Red Ranger was because he didn't feel he could uphold the role. Oh, dang. Imagine that universe where Walter Johnson, who played Zack, is Billy. He auditioned for Billy first. That's crazy. That is crazy. Yeah, I mean, yeah, you just never know. You never know how things are going to turn out, right? I think that's almost like for the Harry Potter films. I think the Tom Felton, who is Draco Malfoy. I think he auditioned for Harry Potter first, but then they said that he'd be better suited for Draco. So, yeah, it's really interesting, isn't it? It's really interesting, like you just never know how things are going to turn out. So, interesting. The more you know. Okay, the last thing I read was from Mr. Wanapon for Super Chats. Neb donated and said, if an airbender can be a monk, would they be called an air fryer? Oh my gosh. Sorry, I had to do it. Dang it, Neb. Dang it. Dang it, Neb. Thane donated, Kofi. Way ahead of you, Thane. I already did it. Yeah, sometimes it's hard. It's like when there's a lot of super chats, I try to read them so that way they don't get like, sometimes they get like lost in the shuffle. Like I can't scroll up anymore. But don't worry, I got you. We got to Kofi. But thank you for reminding me. Garrick Anderson donated and said, I do recall some videos saying some airbenders went into hiding and they stuck around for a good amount of time. They just had to be careful bending. Yeah, yeah, I think that in the comics they even said that like some like went into hiding, but then they set traps for them. Like they made like little temples with like their flags and stuff and to like lure them out, and then like that's how they would catch the stragglers or something. So yeah, it's really sad. It's really sad. It's very, very sad. I mean, technically, since it was 100 years, at some point, like if you look at it this way, right? Like let's just say miraculously your girlfriend, the airbender, survived. And she is literally one of the last airbenders. Because as the comic showed, there were some stragglers who survived the massacre, but you know, they were kind of picked off one by one. But maybe she survived and then like even though you guys got married and possibly had children, maybe the child wasn't a bender. And so truly the airbending kind of died there, right? And maybe she was like one of literally the last airbenders and, you know, didn't continue the bloodline. So that's why Aang was the last airbender. So we could look at it that way. We could have a plot twist where she does survive, but, you know, she doesn't make any airbenders. So, you know, that's why Aang's the last airbender, because it doesn't guarantee that your kid will be a bender, you know? So, interesting. Oopsie daisy. Oh no. I gotta scroll up. I lost my place. Oh no. Where was I at? I see ads. Get out of here, you ads. Okay. Ty donated and said, what did the baker say when he won an award? It was a piece of cake. I would expect nothing less, Ty. I'd expect nothing less. Piece of cake. Mr. Wanapon donated and said, on Saturday, I've been to the talk on reconstructing dinosaur form and function by Matt Dempsey. The Secret Lives of Dinosaurs by Dean and Bob. Very, very cool. I'm glad you went to a really cool, like, I don't know if it was a panel or what, but I'm glad you enjoyed your DinoCon. Samurai donated and said, I named my wooden sword Burning Woody. Yes, it is. Okay. I'm not, you named a wood, you named a wooden sword. I've never named a wooden sword. I guess I just didn't want to use the name tag on it. You know what I mean? But hey, to each their own, to each their own. Mr. Wanapon donated and said, I thought you might like this part of DinoCon because Chelsea Knit had a bone to pick on those who don't appreciate female paleontologists. Hey, we gotta appreciate all the paleontologists, am I right? I think that's very important. So I'm glad she's sticking up for those who aren't, you know, all them paleontologists that need a little bit more light shined on them. So that's good. That's good for Chelsea Knit. Good for her. Good for Chelsea Knit. Because honestly, sometimes they probably aren't. Mr. Wanapon donated and said, but I was also one of the first to see a new Dinosauria video by Dead Sound called The Great Maya? it will eventually be uploaded to YouTube. Well, that's cool. I'm glad you guys were one of the first, or you were one of the first to see it. That's really cool. Very, very nice. Excuse me, my bad. Wait, I thought Thane said a magnificent pronunciation. Wow, I'm impressed. Are you talking about when I read your donation? Did I actually read it somewhat correctly? I hope I did. I hope I did. I hope I had the skills to do it. Or maybe I didn't. Maybe you're talking about something else. I don't know. Mr. Wanapon donated and said, I've also been to the talk about the first living dinosaurs, old dinosaur movies by Vicky Coles, and I even got a little chat with her. Oh, that's cool. You have to talk with, that's cool. It's always cool when you get to talk to like the creators of, you know, pretty much anything, like whether it's a type of media that you're consuming, art or whatever, like if you get to talk to the person that created it, it's always really cool. So that's awesome. I'm really glad you got to do that. Actually, here, let me reload this page real quick. This one's getting a little bit laggy. We don't want that. We don't want that. Okay, there we go. Stop moving, chat. Stop moving. Mr. Wanapon also donated and said, on Sunday, I bought a book called Ancient Sea Reptiles by Darren Naish. I got to meet him, and I even got his autograph and had a little talk with him. That's cool. This sounds like you had a pretty good time, Mr. Wanapon. You got to meet a lot of people, so very, very cool. Very, very cool. Thane donated and said, alright, I go to sleep. Good night and good stream. Well, good night, Thane. I hope you had I don't know if you already went to sleep or not, but I hope you had a lovely evening, and I hope you sleep well. Thank you for coming. Thank you, thank you. Mr. Wanapon donated and said, I've listened to the talk about Spinosaurus, Ecology and Controversy by David Hone. And then he also said, I went to the From Academia to Filmmaking by Tom Fletcher. He was one of the people who made the prehistoric documentaries on Netflix. See, I thought I've heard Tom Fletcher before for some reason. He also said Life on Our Planet and the Dinosaurs. Dang, well, that's cool that you went to a lot of different things. I'm glad you made use of your time there, because sometimes at conventions it's so crowded and there's so much going on. Like sometimes you miss panels or you don't get to meet everybody you want to meet. So I'm glad you got to do a lot of things. That's awesome. That's very, very awesome. Let's see. Mr. Wanapon donated and said, now I've been to the main talk of Surviving Earth and Why with the host Tim Haynes. He even showed us the clips of each episode of Surviving Earth. Oh, you even have more. Hold on. He says more. Tim Haynes was also the creator of the original Walking with Dinosaurs, Walking with Beasts, Walking with Monsters, Prehistoric Park in Primeval? But the bad news is I didn't get a chance to get his autograph or talk to him because when the talk was over, he didn't stay for questions and left. Aw, dang. Well, either way, I'm glad you got to go to his talk. I'm sure you enjoyed it, so very, very good. I'm glad you enjoyed it. I'm glad you enjoyed. It's always nice when, why is this freezing up? Stop it! Stop it, you. Why is the chat... Excuse me. Excuse me. There we go. Oh, no. There we go. Oh, stop. Stop moving. I just got where I needed to be. For the love of gosh. Can you please... There we go, there we go. I'm just trying to find Mr. Wanapon's. Okay, so that's the one. Okay, there we go. Oh, finally, Mr. Wanapon said, but unfortunately, I ran into Tom Fletcher, and we had had a nice chat, but when I asked what's next, guess what? Guess what, Mr. Wanapon? Guess what? Either way, I'm glad you got to meet Tom Fletcher. That's nice. Buster Brown donated and said, have a good day. Oh, thank you, Buster Brown. You have a good day, too. You have a good day. You better have a good day. Oh, Mr. Wanapon continued saying, donated and continued saying, he told me in 2 years he's going to make an announcement. It's something prehistoric, but that's all he told me. Ooh. He's leaving you on the edge of your seat. Gotta give you a little bit of suspense. Cyberman donated and said, you don't need a name tag, use an anvil to name items. Oh, right. Sorry. I don't really name items, so I guess I forgot that, yeah, you name it on the anvil. You don't really, the name tags are like for others. Yeah, my bad. I got you. I know that you put the name tag in the anvil to name the name tag, but yeah, for like armor and stuff, you just put it in the anvil. My bad. Mitch donated. I'm wary of you now, Mitch. I do not feel safe around you. Let's see. I'm gonna be reading this very slowly. Took my nephew to a zoo once, who said he doesn't like penguins. I'm like, how can you dislike penguins? And I asked him to name one person who dislikes penguins, and he goes, Batman. I'm like, redacted off. I mean, Batman does not like, I mean, sure. I mean, hey, the kid knows who Batman is. He has brownie points in my book. Kid's got brownie points in my book. Dang it, stop moving, chat. Thank you. Neb donated and said, speaking of Superwoman and DC, would we ever get an Amazonian woman, Wonder Woman GF? I have considered it. I've definitely considered an Amazonian woman. For sure. Actually the Amazons, like, living on, like, Wonder Woman's island, So, yeah, I've definitely considered it. So, yeah, maybe that will be in the future. You never know. Iron donated and said, now we're going to get started with our Baldur's Gate 3 session. I'll tag you in a screenshot on Discord later to show what our party looks like. Wish us luck. I wish you the best of luck. May you have all the natural D20s in the world. And may your guidance give you all the +4s. Let's go. Best of luck, best of luck. Ty donated and said, are you a fan of the K-pop band All Stars? I don't know who that is. I know I mentioned K-pop before, but quite frankly, I actually don't know. I mean, I know, like, what's the word? Like, I know in general terms of, like, some of the most popular K-pop bands, like what? Like, there's BTS, there's SHINee, there's 17, oh crap, what's one of the girls' ones? I forgot what it was. Pink or something? Blackpink, right? But the ones I mainly followed was EXO was the one I mainly followed. But that was before. That was like one of the more like mainstream K-pop bands that I got into at the time. That was the only one I liked. But then I found Ace, and Ace opened my mind to what K-pop could be. They're so unique. So, Twice? Okay, yeah, I've heard of that one. So yeah, Ace was pretty much the only K-pop band that I followed. Or idol group, what do you want to call it. I consider them more of a band. I feel like they're less of idols. They're more like because they're smaller, you know what I mean? They're more of a, like, not everybody knows who Ace is. They're like a smaller group. But, yeah, no, I've actually never heard of, you said All Stars? I've never heard of that one. K-pop band All Stars. All Stars, okay, I keep on seeing, well, I see, oh no, this isn't it. Wait, K-pop All Stars brings back the global K-pop explosion to life with original choreography, stunning visual. So, is K-pop All Stars like not a group? Are they a, well, it says tribute. So is it like, well, no, it says, no, you said they're a band. But like when I clicked on the page, it was showing like Blackpink. So like, I'm a little confused. What is it? What is it? Okay, so they're not a group, but rather a high-energy live theatrical tribute and concert tour celebrating the global K-pop phenomenon. Okay, so I'm assuming it's a thing where multiple K-pop groups go on it. So, no, I've never heard of that. I wonder if Ace has been on it. Has Ace been on it? I'm just curious. Ace. It said Ace of Spades. Have they been on it? Have you ever been on it? Probably not. But, interesting. Yeah, I've never heard of that before. I didn't know that was a thing. So very cool. Buster Brown donated and said, "Is your older brother, actually he's my younger brother, is your brother an influence on you when it comes to pop culture / hobbies? My little sister surprisingly likes MMA, fighting, sports, and now, lol. Well, my little brother, he is the meme master. He knows all the up-to-date memes, lingo, and like, you know, the all that stuff. He also is he probably knows more about like some indie games than I do. So he's definitely introduced me, like, usually whenever there's like a new indie game coming out, that he's usually the first to get it and like tells me about it, or especially like, like, you know, whether it's internet memes, that kind of stuff. Recently he's probably been out of the loop because he hasn't been feeling well, but yeah, my little broski, he definitely probably influenced me to play a lot more games like that I originally would have played. Like, he's the one that introduced me into playing Minecraft on the PC, like versus the Pocket Edition. Also introduced me to playing, you know, pretty much a lot of indie games, like such as like Lethal Company. You know, what was another one? There was like shoot. He was the one that got me to play Overwatch for bless his little heart years ago, when he was even more of a little lad, because now he's taller than me. But when he was a little lad, he used some of his Christmas money to get me Overwatch because he wanted me to play it with him. Because at first I was like, I don't know if I want to get Overwatch. It was like $60 at the time. I'm like, no, I'm like, I think you know, and I was very, I think at the time, I don't think I really, I'm trying to remember what kind of games I played. I know I played Minecraft, and I don't know if I played Fortnite at the time. I may have played a few rounds of Fortnite, but I really didn't, like, I wasn't super into first-person shooter at that point. And then yeah, he was like, he used it to give me Overwatch, and that was during the Christmas event of Overwatch, I believe, like one of their first Christmas events that they had. And I was like, and I felt so bad. I was like, you didn't have to do that. He's like, no, I want you to play it. And I was like, okay. So, and man, it was hard. Starting off on Overwatch was hard. It was really annoying, and I was really bad, but I played it because he bought it for me. So yeah, he introduced me to a lot of games. So basically, I guess the thing that he's introduced me to, yeah, Overwatch was a paid-for game. It was oh my gosh, you don't even know it was paid for? Oh man, you weren't around for the golden age. But anyways, yeah, pretty much he introduced me to a lot of games that I do play now. I don't think there's a game that I played that he hasn't played first. The only game I played that he hasn't played first was Baldur's Gate, because I played Baldur's Gate first. I'm trying to think if there's anything else that I played first. Maybe Among Us? I don't know, but usually he always plays it first, and then, you know, so he's always the first one to, like, get the game. Maybe Hogwarts Legacy I think I played first, but, like, you know, usually he's always the first one to play it. That, and so yeah, he's a memer, so I learn all my memes from him. So he's definitely made me, he also made me start a folder, which he didn't make me do this, but, like, he does it himself, where when he finds, like, funny, like, reaction images or like you know, like screenshots from either like TV shows or cartoons or whatever that look funny, he will clip it, you know, he'll snip tool it, or he'll save it in a folder of reaction images, and he'll name them, and so that way he can, like, he'll throw them, that way he has like an image for everything, a reaction for everything. And then so I started doing that because I thought that was such a good idea. My library is not as big as his, and he has a better one than me, but, you know, stuff like that. Anywho, yeah, so that's pretty much it. Sorry for the rant, but it made me start thinking. I'm like, how has he influenced me? So that's definitely how. Mr. Oneupon donated and said, anyway, remember when I talked about my idea of a zombie dinosaur movie? I talked about my idea of that to Matt Dempsey. Well, cool. I hope he liked your idea. Hope he liked it. Ty donated and said, oh, this is for Neko to say. So Neko says, hey Ty, how was the book club? Ty says, awful, just awful. All they did is throwing Stephen King books, and then it hit me. Now I got a shining bruised nose. And then it hit me. Okay, I get you. It. You know, I've never seen the movie It. I know what it's about, but I've never actually seen it. I feel like Neko would be like, aw man, sorry about your nose. Dang, man. Buster Brown donated and said, single player game for me, Grand Theft Auto and Fallout. Yeah, I never played those games. I tend to, I played probably more single player before, but I think the only single player games I played recently, which I guess you can consider Minecraft kind of single player, but not really. I usually play with other people, but probably Stardew Valley and Baldur's Gate were two games I played recently that are more single player, or Hogwarts Legacy. Played that too. But I usually play multiplayer. Like I played Apex a lot before. I haven't played it a lot recently, which I need to, because if I ever play it, I don't want to suck. But I do play Overwatch right now. Mainly Overwatch. But I also played a bit of Fortnite, but it's been a while since I played Fortnite. I don't think I've even played this current season. It's been so busy around here. But usually Fortnite or Overwatch. I feel like there's another game. I played tons of Lethal Company because I like that, but oh yeah, as far as single player, probably just Baldur's Gate and Stardew Valley. Which, speaking of which, I gotta play Stardew Valley, man. I still got a lot to do. I got a lot to do, and I gotta up my farm. Mr. Oneupon has been a member for 31 months and said, he suggests I should submit the pilot of my idea in animation festival to draw attention before I introduce my idea to a movie studio like Warner Brothers. But yeah, I mean, it's always important to, like, before you pitch an idea to someone, you want to have like a pitch Bible, right? Like, you know, a pitch Bible or some like some digital media that you can show what your vision is, right? So that's a good idea. That's a good idea. Skintalore donated and said, hey yo, I finally got some reception out here at my church's family camp. But I hope you, Katori, and the rest of the chat have a good stream. Bro, were you sneaking away from your church camp to be in stream? Bro, you crazy. But hey, I hope, well, regardless, I hope you're having a fun time at your family camp. I hope it's actually fun. And thanks for popping in and stopping by. I appreciate it. I hope you are having a good time too. But yeah, I mean, if you don't have a lot of reception, I don't know. It might be no man's land. But yeah, I hope you're having a decent time, Skintalore, or a good time. I hope you're doing all right. Someone just asked. I'm sorry. This is just a random question I saw, but I've never had anyone guess that I was or think that I was Irish. Because what is Katori's background / ancestry? Why do I think she is of Irish descent for some reason? I don't think I have any. Well, I know I have some. I do have some ancestry in obviously in European descent, for sure. But not particularly Irish. I think surprisingly I have Scottish. We have Scottish on my mom's side of the family. We have Scottish, Polish, Czech, Hungarian, and French. And then from my father's side, we have, Spanish, German somehow, and Mexican and Native American. So I am a lot of stuff. I'm a lot of stuff. I don't mean, it's freaking crazy. Yeah, sadly no Irish. That's one thing I'm not. I am not Irish. Nep donated and said, introducing someone to Prime Overwatch is like giving someone hardcore drugs. That's kind of messed up by Royale. Yeah, no, I was in Overwatch before Overwatch 2, and I will say I miss Overwatch 1. I miss the old Overwatch. I miss all the event loot boxes. I miss, like, you wanted to get loot boxes so you could get new skins. Now it's like you have to pay for your skins. You know what I mean? It's just, and like, I don't know. I had such a better time playing Overwatch 1. It just felt, I don't know. Also, I'm not a big fan of a lot of the new characters they've added. It just feels like there's just too much going on now. I feel like such an old geezer. I'm like, I miss the old days. I miss back when it was this way. But like, honestly, yes, I miss Overwatch 1. I miss like liking hardcore drugs and I don't know what to say. I liked Overwatch 1. My broski got me addicted to Overwatch back then and it hasn't stopped. I like relapsed because I came back on it. We took a long break. I think, when Overwatch 1 ended and it became Overwatch 2. I was like, that's it. I'm done. Like, this is crazy. And then I ended up coming back. And yeah. Yep. There we are. I also heard there's a Junkrat event right now for loot boxes, so I'm probably going to play it again sometime. Neb donated and said, I have a reaction collection too, lol. I always use the clip of Ace Ventura saying yummy when people share food pics. Yeah, man, it do be that way. You have like your signature gifts and or reaction images that you use. So, yep. Mr. Oneupon donated and said, I meant to say Warner Brothers Studio. Oh no, I knew what you meant. No worries. No worries. Shoot. Stop moving, chat. Bobby donated and said, hey, Katori, could Kish greet my D&D character? His name is Sir Biceps Maximus. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Yes, I had a lot of fun with this. I'm sure you did. Alright, so a greeting, right? You want to greet him. So Kish would probably be like, so a greeting should probably be like, if he were to come into like her pub, right? Like if she was working at the pub and he'd come in, she'd probably be like,
Well, hello there, sir. It is very nice to meet you. Ah, Sir Biceps Maximus. What a unique name. I never heard anyone named that around here. But you seem like such a nice lad.
she'd probably just take it on the nose and be like, okay, I mean, there's all kinds of walks of life over here. Leon Kennedy or Chris Redfield? I have to look up who that is. You have to remember, I don't know people's names. Okay. So he's from, okay. Resident Evil guy. Okay. Thank you. I guess like if someone were to say like, I guess I know him as Leon. When I saw the last name Kennedy, I was like, who the heck's Leon Kennedy? But like if Leon, I know who. Or Chris Redfield? I don't know who this is. So it's he's some other guy from Resident Evil. Leon Kennedy, no competition. Leon Kennedy, 100%. Leon Kennedy. He's such a beautiful man. Granted, I know nothing about the games. I literally am just basing this off of what I'm looking at. But it says, also, you think Azula can still be redeemed and imagine an Avatar rated R animated movie? Why would it need to be R? How bloodbending would look like. Oh, okay, bloodbending. Okay, I can see how it can go down that road then. I think Azula can be redeemed. I think she can. I think if it's handled correctly, I think she can. I didn't read the comics, so I don't know how it was handled or what happened with her exactly 100%. I did have some of the comics in which like we saw like some of the journey that Zuko took to find his mom, and including Azula. But I didn't fully read every after they, you know, had the journey looking for the mom. I know that it still continued on, you know, with what happened to Azula, and I didn't continue there. But I still think she can be, you know, I don't know if she has or hasn't been in the comic book series. But yeah, I mean, honestly, with bloodbending, yeah, you could probably make some pretty horrible gore stuff go on with that. So I can only imagine what that would look like. Garrick Anderson donated and said, do you have any other superhero characters that you want to make into GF videos? Like maybe a Kryptonian Survivor or Question Form Justice League? I think the only superhero that I still have, like, somewhere in my realm of, like, you know, like, I don't know. I guess I like to consider, I have like a basket full of characters that I consider possibly making, and then I just don't know if they're ever going to get picked from the basket, but they just kind of sit there. So as far as superheroes, probably the Amazon woman, right? Like kind of like Wonder Woman, you know, she's from the same universe as her. She lives on the Amazon island. Or like a Batwoman, which I know there's technically already a Batwoman, you know, like that does exist, but like, I mean like female Batman, you know what I mean? Not Batwoman, but like Batwoman. Batman, woman, Batman. So those are the two that I have been wanting to make, but I haven't, because I wasn't sure how to approach the Batwoman, because I know if I say Batwoman, people are gonna think of Batwoman, like there's actually a real Batwoman that does exist, she has red hair and everything, but I don't mean that, I mean like Batman, Batwoman, you know, so, but, Mr. Shmee's like, Katori, play Resident Evil 5 with me. Resident Evil 5? What's up with Resident Evil 5? Is that where the big strong woman comes in? Oh, that's the one with the Chris guy. You're gonna make me like Chris? You're like, nah. You're like, nah, I can't see her slander my man like this. She can't choose Leon over Chris. Yeah, you never know, Mr. Shmee. Maybe you never know. One day, Mr. Shmee will force me. He'll force my hand, and I'll be playing Resident Evil 5. Resident Evil 5. Yo Soy Yo donated and said, are you fluent in Spanish or just the bad words? First, actually, I don't really know the bad words in Spanish. Oh, whoops. Oh, probably because I clicked on 5, because of Resident Evil 5. 5 is the heart eyes. I know some Spanish words. Like, I speak broken Spanish. I am not fluent by any means. But, like, I could probably get my point across if I, like, really needed, like, help. Or if I needed something. But, like, to carry on a casual conversation, it would be very broken. And sometimes it'd sound, like, very broken. You know, I'd probably be speaking, like, in caveman terms. You know what I mean? Sentences would be, there'd be no flavor text in my sentences. It would just be very robotic to the point. Like, I'm gonna be saying what I need to say. I don't really know any Mexican swear words. I don't think I do. I know that my grandfather used to call me a cochina, which I don't know if that's bad or not. I hope to God it's not, because he called me that. Cabron and cochina is what he called me sometimes when I acted up. So I don't know what that means. I don't know what that means. If you're a Spanish speaker and I said something bad, I apologize. But that's what my grandfather called me. So that's all I gotta say. That's all I gotta say. But yeah, I think I'm pretty good in terms of vocabulary with Spanish. It's just, like, it's hard for me to form sentences, like, out of the blue. But, like, if you said a sentence to me in Spanish, I'd probably be able to understand it mostly. It's just hard for me to, like, make it up myself. I don't know why. It's just the way it works. Estoy cansado, prima. Aw, I'm sorry you're cansado, Kokori. Sorry you're tired. Prima. Prima. It's a bad word! It's a bad word! Are you kidding me, Zachy? What the heck was my grandpa calling me? Actually, no, I should probably look this up. I don't think I've ever looked it up. I just thought, like, it meant, like, a stinker. Oh my gosh! No freaking way! What was my grandpa calling me? What the heck? Dang. I learned. No! No! That is, are you kidding me? Is that what that means? Man. I thought that meant, like, little stinker. It's a dirty one? What the heck? Okay, I have to look this up now. I just thought that meant, like, when your family just calls you, oh, you little stinker, oh, you little something. Well, it says it means pig. Well, the other one means pig. Why? Is there like another slang term for it that doesn't just mean pig? Because the direct translation says pig. The other one is a different word. Well, I learned something new today. That's freaking crazy. We all learned it together. Huh. Granted, that grandpa on that side wasn't the nicest grandpa, to be fair. Because, you know, maybe he meant it lovingly. Yeah, I don't know about that. We'll see. I mean, he probably meant it lovingly. But, like, my grandpa really probably wasn't the best dude around. Just like my dad. My dad is not a good person either. So, it kind of makes sense. But that's actually freaking crazy. That's freaking hilarious. It's just, it sounds bad, but, like, it's actually kind of funny when I look back on it now. So sorry. Man, that old geezer. Oh my gosh. Well, he's not around anymore anyway, so it doesn't matter. But that's freaking hilarious. Oh my gosh. That's the time I'm... Oh man. Anywho, that's funny. Oh my gosh. I wasn't expecting to go down this rabbit hole. That's my bad. Anywho, crap, where did I leave off? Okay, there's Garrick Anderson's. Oh, so because it was someone asking me if I was fluent in Spanish. Well, I guess I do know some bad words. I actually do know some bad words now, yo soy yo. I do know it, because I was called it. Oh, man. That's hilarious. Anyways, Ty donated and said, I was going to tell you a joke about time travel, but I need to go back to the future to get it first. I mean, fair. Hey, I'm patient. I'm patient. I will wait. I will wait for you to return. I will wait. Shoot. Let's keep on going. There we go. Inept donated and said, wish I could find a multiplayer game that gave me the same high as launch Overwatch, but unfortunately can't return to the zero responsibilities of youth. Yeah, there was something so magical about playing a competitive match when you know you've been sitting there for like hours and you probably have only eaten like random food items that you grabbed from the kitchen and then like ate them at your desk. And like, I remember this one time, me and my sister, we were in the middle of a competitive match one time on Overwatch, and someone from our family brought over some donuts. They had like all these extra donuts for some reason. Like, hey, do you guys want them? Someone called the house phone when we were in a competitive match, and I picked it up because I don't know. I think we were expecting a phone call, and so I knew I had to pick it up. So I picked it up, and it wasn't who I was expecting. It was a long time ago, so I can't remember. But I know I picked up the phone, and like, oh yeah, I actually know. Do you want them? And then I was like, sure, whatever. And then I realized, oh shoot, they're gonna come to the door. So in the middle of the match, I ran to the door, grabbed the donuts, and I said, sorry, I'm in the middle of something. I gotta go. And I shut the door. Because I think on the phone I told them that I was in the middle of like doing a match or something, and they were like, oh, that's okay, I'll just drop it off. And so we feasted on jelly donuts after winning our match, and something about that just screams youth to me. It was a time where I had more time to play games, and it was just great. And I will probably never get that high ever again. I see you, Kokiri. He said, be a good friend. Have her do the light puzzle and drop her in the spikes. See, now I'm gonna have to watch out for that now. I don't trust y'all. Natasha said, gender bent Bat universe where Batwoman is Bruce and Batman is the gay cousin. Hey, yeah, there you go. There you go. Totally gender bend it, you know? Neb donated and said, multiplayer games terrify me. My favorite games so far are story-based like Telltale and Square Enix. Yeah, I can see like why playing like multiplayer, like first person shooter or battle royale or like blood sport ones basically can be a bit intimidating because, you know, you're constantly going up against people, especially some who have a higher skill level than you, because I have certainly been absolutely beaten up on certain games. But I would also vouch for games that are multiplayer, because I feel like there's a lot of games that are multiplayer that can be really fun to play with friends, such as like Repo, and I think it's basically games that require teamwork, right? Like where you're working together with your friends. I mean, you can also battle with your friends, but I feel like it makes it less intimidating, right? So like games like Repo, Lethal Company, you know, even Minecraft, you can just like have a little world with your friends, open world, you know, player versus environment. You can like, you know, go on adventures with your friends that way. So I would advise trying those, because I think those are actually really fun, and it can be a great way to kind of like ease your way into multiplayer games if you don't really play them that often, because it's fun to play with friends. It is fun. You taught me a Korean swear, Natasha. If you did, I forgot what it was. I forgot. My bad. I forgetteth. Oh shoot, where was I at? There we go. Adam donated and said, my take is Azula shouldn't be redeemed. They wanted to tell a story and send a message. The message was louder with a sad ending. What are they saying? I mean, I think the thing with Azula is that since she was corrupted at such a young age and she did have a mental breakdown in the end, I'm not saying I want her to be redeemed to where she's like as level-headed as Zuko, but redeemed to where she's a neutral character. Like, so that way she's, like, I don't think she can be fully unmessed up. I feel like it's just so far gone. But I feel like she can become a neutral character in that sense. Like, she could be redeemed in that maybe she's just gonna have to go and live her own life and, you know, be away from all this. Because I just don't think she could ever be around it anymore. But yeah, I mean, obviously for Ozai, he's irredeemable. He should not have you know, like, there are certain characters that obviously in every show, I think, you don't need a redeemable arc, right? And redeemable arcs don't all have to look the same. They don't have to be like Zuko's redeemable arc where he's actually working alongside the good characters, right? But I think there's something that could be said about Azula due to the fact that she was basically like pushed into this from by her father. And I don't think I want her if she does have an arc where she's redeemed, right? She's redeemable, where it's going to be like Zuko's. I kind of just want it to be more neutral, right? Where it's like, you really don't know where she stands, but like you see that she's just a hurt character and like she kind of is able to kind of work through that in her own way. So, but yeah, that is what I think. Crimson Phoenix has been a member for 30 months and said, Kotori, I'm sorry for your loss of your grandpa calling you that. Anyways, I hit 30 months. That's like 1,945 years in dog years. Say hi to Roy for us. I will say hi to him. But yeah, no. Honestly, I'm not that surprised. My grandpa was something else on my dad's side. So, the apple did not fall far from the tree. But, yeah, no, I'm not surprised, but it's still freaking crazy. But thank you for your condolences. They're much appreciated. But yeah, I will say hi to Roy for you. Mitch donated and said, again, I'm policing all of Mitch's donations. I'm scared now. Started learning European Portuguese. Okay. Recently, and not joking when I say it sounds like a drunk Russian speaking Spanish, I ought to enjoy it then. Learning European Portuguese. Sounds like a drunk Russian speaking Spanish. I really don't know what Portuguese sounds like. European Portuguese. I don't know. I'll have to take your word for it. Natasha has been a member for 45 months and said, Katori, remember that Korean word I told you that you could use for good, close personal friends? I use it on Kokiri. I'm not saying it out loud because I'm scared. I'm scared to say anything out loud anymore. What does this mean? Meaning. We're Googling this. Oh! I see. Alright, I got you. You never know. One of these days I'll surprise Natasha and she'll be like, whoa. Oh, Cyberman, thank you for the rose. And also, I need to go back to Ko-fi because I just realized I haven't been on Ko-fi in a while. Oh no! My bad. I apologize for this. I apologize. Oh no. Okay, I think the last one I read was from Cobalt Coyote, right? Yep. So Cyberman donated and said, Mucha Lucha is, it's a way of life, honor, family, tradition, and donuts. Is this corner the short but lovely queen of butterflies, Katori La Mariposa Azul. And in this corner, the legend of Texas who fights for everyone, El Loco Americano Chiberman? Or maybe you meant Cyberman, maybe it's just Cyberman. Lucha Ran? Is it Lucha Run, maybe, instead? Lucha Ran, both roar to fight. I'm trying to remember what the intro was. I just remember Mucha Lucha in the... Or maybe it's a way of life. Maybe that is part of the intro song. Mucha Lucha, it's a way of life. I don't remember the rest of it though. I remember watching it and like I think it was just a school for like wrestling, right? That was basically it. It was like these kids who were just like in school for wrestling. Americano. Bobby donated and said, sorry I forgot to say this, but love the audios and the artwork this week. But I wanted to ask out of curiosity, you mentioned that you did something different with the drawings. What was it? Again, loved it, but just couldn't see a difference. And I mean that as a compliment. What do you mean? What do you mean? I mean, it looks, they're different styles, right? Unless maybe I'm misunderstanding what you're saying. Like if you took, right, if you took like the fire girl, right, like the fire girl that we had from this past week, and like you put her next to, let's say, like the, like, I don't know, the tomboy, the tomboy from the Maid Cafe, or even the Oni, right? Like the shading is completely different. I feel like maybe the style itself is a bit somewhat similar, but I still feel like it's a bit more, there's a bit more realism in the like eye shape and the hair shape in my usual drawings versus, excuse me, it's a bit more simplified for the Avatar style, and obviously the shading is way different. So definitely like maybe the face shape and maybe like the overall hair shape of the drawings are kind of similar to what I usually do, because obviously I've said in the past that like I do like the style of Avatar The Last Airbender, but definitely like the shading, the eyes, just some of the overall like shapes are a bit different. Like if you put one drawing next to each other, they definitely look different. So probably mostly the shading. The shading is definitely different. Unless I'm misunderstanding what you're saying. But I'm glad you like them. I'm glad that you like the artwork. But yeah, unless maybe you misunderstood what I was saying, but what I was saying that I'm going to change the style is, instead of usually drawing the way I usually do, ow, don't do that, don't move, don't do that, why'd I do that? instead of drawing the way I usually do, I wanted to emulate more of the Avatar The Last Airbender style, you know, the cell shading, the more simplistic hairstyles, you know, versus like having a bunch of individual strands. It's more like in one chunk. You know, the eye shape, especially the way the eyes shaded, you know, stuff like that. So I feel like it's pretty apparent, but I mean, unless I'm misunderstanding what your question is, but regardless, thank you. I'm glad you liked it. Thank you. The Cobalt Coyote donated and said, also because it's been so long, I wanted to tell you, I have about half of the 5-year video ready. I really want to finish that before the year ends, or at least beat Grand Theft Auto 6's release for the memes. Yes, I'm being that particular about it. I mean, hey, with how long it takes Grand Theft Auto to release stuff, you're probably pretty safe. No, that's really cool. I'm excited to see it. I'm excited to see what you did. So yeah, you'll have to let me know when you finally finish it. I'll be excited to see it. So that's awesome. Thank you. I can't wait to see what you did. Very cool. Gosh, dang it. Don't freeze. Don't freeze. Where is it at? There we go. Sheffy donated and said, "Heyo, cool videos this week. I haven't seen Avatar: The Last Airbender since Nickelodeon days. Do you think it's worth the rewatch? Also, my sleep schedule is unfortunately ruined recently. Wish me luck. I go back to work Monday. Oh no. Try to take a nice long nap tomorrow, Sheffy. At least get some sleep in where you can. But I hope your sleep schedule gets... I mean, honestly, my sleep schedule is freaking wrecked. Like, I haven't been going to sleep till like 4 a.m. recently because of like how my neck's been feeling. And I just kind of gave up last night. I was like, you know what? My neck hurts. I'm just going to sit on my PC. Like, what's the point? What's the point of laying in bed versus just like trying to get some work done or something? But anyways, I think it's worth a rewatch. I've definitely rewatched it since the Nickelodeon days, and it is still a good watch. It really is. It really still holds up. So if you haven't watched it since like it first aired, I recommend rewatching it. I really do. And then I recommend watching Legend of Korra. Obviously, it has different vibes, but I still hold it. It's still actually pretty good. But I hope work goes well for you Monday, Sheffy. I'm sorry your sleep schedule's been kind of messed up. Crap. Where am I at? I think I read... Yeah, there's Natasha's. There's Cyberman's Rose. Okay. Garrick Anderson donated and said, the fanfic story Gunsmoke and Hellfire, I think did a good job at redeeming Azula. She's still kind of crazy, but it's a nice kind of crazy good story. I mean, hey, fanfiction's the way to go. Fanfiction writers can be true masters of the craft. Like, they can write these amazing stories, and you're like, I wish this was an actually animated thing. I do agree. If you can't get the story you want from the show, someone probably wrote it out there. I'll tell you that. Mr. Wanapon donated and said, oh yeah, I forgot to mention I'm 29 years old now. Oh, well, happy birthday. Happy belated birthday. Yeah, you went around the earth another year. You leveled up. Let's go. Happy birthday. Happy belated birthday. You know, it's always nice to level up because the alternative is not that great. It's always good to keep on leveling up. You don't want to stop leveling up because that means, well, that means bad. But no, that's awesome, Mr. Wanapon. Happy birthday. Lucha. That's me in my head now. Oh yeah, Natasha, yeah, because like you said, the heat up rice like in a like a cloth or a bag. I made these myself because I'm a seamstress. Haha. But I had some from some rummage sales. I usually tend to get material from rummage sales whenever they're really cheap. And there was a butterfly patterned one I had, and I sewed these little pouches that we put rice in. And so we use those for our sore muscles. So thankfully we actually have a heating pad, so I used that on my back a few days ago. But yeah, I can always put that on there. It's such in a weird spot. Like I would need to I guess I probably could lay on it. or like lean up against a chair. But yeah, we actually do have some little rice pouches. I have my rice because I do very much like rice. I like rice a lot. I think jasmine rice is my favorite rice. And you have a snack for later. Yep, there you go. You got a snack for later. I love rice and cucumbers and chili oil. It is just like my favorite snack. And then if you get a little avocado in there, that's even better. But if you want it to be a bit more fresh, like a bit not as like, because obviously avocados will make it more rich, more heavy or whatever, but it's good. I am Sprocket Man donated and said, I really hope your brother is on the upswing. Upswing. I also hope the Firebender's Forbidden Love story continues one day. Yeah, I mean, I think it's pretty safe to say that the Firebender girl at least will get a part 2. I don't, if we do all the different vendors, it might be hard to do part 2s for everyone because it might just be too much. But maybe, maybe we will, I mean, they're all doing pretty decent, especially the Firebender girl. So we'll at least give the Firebender girl a part 2. Cause I think that'd be nice. A nice a little send off, a little send off. Oh my gosh. Help. Also, I will say this though. I've taken, because of my teeth issues and people like on and off not really knowing what was causing the pain, I've been on so much antibiotics, it has ruined my intestinal tract. Holy crap. It's cooked, you guys. It's cooked. I'm now taking probiotics every single day because I need to fix it, man. It's cooked. That's another thing I gotta fix on my to-do list. Holy. Eat your yogurt, you guys. Eat your yogurt. Ty donated and said, what does an egg like to do for fun? Karaoke. Okay. I know it's a shell of a joke, and I know egg jokes won't crack you up, just makes you scrambled. Oh my gosh, Ty, there's so many in there, I don't even know what to say, my dude. I don't even know what to say. A for effort. Garrick Anderson donated and said, I'd recommend giving that fanfic a read, Katori. Well, thank you for the recommendation. Oof, you feel that? Yeah, I know, Neb. I mean, the only reason I said it was because I literally felt like abdominal pain. I was like, oh, there it is. I'm like, there it is, the lovely reminder that I cooked myself. Well, actually, more like they cooked me. They cooked me instead. But yeah. Let me double check on Ko-fi and make sure I actually read everything. Oh, hold up. I did not. Cyberman donated and said, yes, the refs start the match by saying lucha ran. Oh, okay. Then they fight. Also, yes, those words in Spanish were bad, but eres hermosa como una mariposa azul de mi corazón. And I hope Roy, Kiwi, and Mama Tori are doing okay too. For if I could, I waterbend heal you fast. Well, thank you, Cyberman. That's really sweet of you. And you feel great. With love, Sai. Aw, well, thank you. And I'm glad I am a beautiful blue butterfly. I appreciate that. A blue butterfly of your heart. See, I can understand. I just couldn't really, I mean, if you wanted me to speak, it's just hard for me to form sentences, but I can read them. Ty said, I'm sorry, just don't fry me. I will not fry you, Ty. I promise. I promise. I promise. But yes, thank you so much. Since we're rounding up about 8 o'clock, we're going to be winding down the stream. In case you're new, we do stream for about 2 hours, usually end around 8 p.m. EST. And in case you're also new to the stream, because I know someone said like, oh, I was finally able to catch the stream. If you are new here to the streams, it has become customary that, it's just somehow become customary where my mother, yes, my real life mother, because some people are like, I know some people have like stream moms or like virtual moms. No, this is my real mom. Well, she likes to come down and say hello to you guys, so she's here to say hello.
Hello, everyone. I hope I said hello to everyone in the chat who said hello to me. I saw that Egrich and And Madeline, the elf girl, said hello to me, and I was already on my way down, so hello. I hope you're all having a great stream, and I don't think Jesus is in the chat anymore, but today is his actual birthday, and so I'm going to do a shout out of happy birthday to him, because I felt bad. I forgot to tweet it out on Twitter or on X this morning, because I just did not sleep well. And I do have a new video out for you guys this weekend, so after the stream, like I've done before, I'm going to put out a video. This week I'm talking about depression. So if you are depressed, I hope I can help you. Tonight I'll have a prayer video out right after Katori's stream. And tomorrow I will post the full video on helping you with depression. And Smee...
Sorry, he said yes, like actually mother, as in Katori is half of this person biologically.
That's funny. And thank you, Mr. Smee has generously put my link up to my YouTube channel there. And so if you'd like to check it out, go on ahead. And I hope that I can help you in some way. And oh, Jesus is still there. Feliz cumpleaños, Jesus. I'm so tired, I almost said Feliz Navidad.
Mr. Wanapan donated and said, hi, Mama Tori.
Hello, Mr. Wanapan. Yes, last week was Mr. Wanapan's birthday, right? Mm-hmm. So we have some birthday boys here tonight.
Annette donated and said, forgot to share the good news that my current job was only supposed to go until the end of August, but they asked me to stay on part-time in the fall.
Oh, good for you. Oh, congratulations. I'm so glad. God has blessed you.
Well, no, I'm glad that you stayed on, because I know sometimes, like, jobs that, like, are not, like, reliable or, you know, you're going to be let go. It's always good news when... you know, they decide to keep you on because, you know, it gives you more time to figure stuff out, you know, versus just being let go. So that's awesome news, dude.
Mm-hmm.
I'm glad they kept you on for a little bit.
I wish I was a paid actress, Kokiri.
Oh, well, Neb, thank you so much. That's very generous of you. Thank you so much.
Oh, thank you, Neb.
Neb donated and said, hope things are getting better. Please forgive this joke. Oh, goodness. I guess I will forgive it. People don't understand how hard it is being a woman in the postal service. It's such a male-dominated industry. I know that... Oh my gosh, I burped while I spoke. I know that had a good delivery, but I don't want to push the envelope.
Oh my goodness. No, that's some good play on words. I agree with that. And if I wasn't so tired, I probably would have laughed more.
But no, thank you so much, Neb. You were
Thank you,
forgiven.
Neb.
Thank you so much. But yeah, I think we're hoping things are on the uptick. It's still pretty much the same as last week, sadly, but... It seems that his stomach is slightly less tight this week than usual, and he was a little hungry today.
Yeah,
so,
that was something that's amazing because he hasn't had an appetite since the end of May.
Yeah.
So praise God for that. Still having his daily morning abdominal pain, but you know, anything that's slightly improving, I'll take it.
Yeah, we'll take whatever win we can get. But yeah, y'all, I'm gonna get off because we might be watching Lord of the Rings, but probably not because Mama is so tired.
I'll watch some of it, but I don't think I can watch
We watched
all.
The Hobbit. We watched all 3 movies of The Hobbit, which I will say this. The fact there are 3 movies is insane. It's insane. Okay, I know there's a lot of Hobbit lovers here, and I'm not saying the movies are terrible. Okay, you can all...
We love Frodo and Bilbo.
You can all take a sigh of relief. I do not hate The Hobbit, okay? I know some people are like, please tell me you at least don't hate the movies.
Although I have to say the book is really hard to read.
It is hard. The book is hard to read. But the movies, they're okay. They're okay. I mean, I can say I enjoyed watching The Hobbit, but there were times where I was on my phone.
And also, like, the way they end each movie, like, they don't leave it, like, on a cliffhanger. They just, like, end it right in the middle of it. It's like, wait, what? You're ending it here?
But, I will say, though, I like Bilbo Baggins. He's my favorite character in the whole thing.
Yeah,
also,
me too.
The elves be serving. The elves, yes, thank you, Natasha. The Hobbit didn't need 3 movies, for goodness sake. Maybe 2. I think they could have fit it into 2. But, the elves were serving the whole time. And also, can I just say, Thorin was trying to aura farm all 3 movies. He'd look at the camera like this and be like... And I was like, bro, I'm just like... He'd like do like the cold, like hard stare, like looking at the camera and then like waiting for the wind to go in his hair. And I'm like, bro, I'm like, Roy's like, he's aura farming. He's trying to aura farming and he's failing. And,
yeah, that was funny.
But no, I mean, overall, I mean, as even though it was a bit long of a movie, I am happy that, I mean, I will say I probably won't watch all 3 again for a very, very long time. But, you know, it was good. It was overall good.
Yeah,
it was
definitely
good.
worth
Also,
watching.
my brother really loved The Little Wizard with all the rabbits because my brother's favorite animal is a rabbit or like bunnies. And so when he saw that little wizard riding on a sled of rabbits, he
Yeah,
was
that
like,
was
oh
cool.
my gosh, that's amazing. So, but no, I like Bilbo Baggins. He's a short king. I was like, I could put that guy in my pocket. He's
Yeah,
just a little,
yeah.
he's so cute walking around
Yeah,
as
he
his little
is.
self. I was like, you know what? Hobbits are blessed. Because no one's ever shorter than me. I would feel so tall. But anywho, yeah. So we might watch a bit of The Lord of the Rings. Oh shit, hold on. I think we have some donations. Mr. Wanapan said goodbye / good night, Katori and Mama Tori.
Good night, Mr. Wanapan.
Bobby donated and said now off to face a spider. Now off to face a spider. Wish us luck.
What does that mean?
I don't know. Oh wait, are you doing like a D&D run or something, or a Baldur's Gate 3 run? Or are you talking about an actual spider?
I was gonna say, don't squish a spider, just put him outside.
I'll take him outside. The Ty donated and said, Lord of the Rings, You Shall Not Pass, my favorite movie trilogy.
Oh. See, well, you know what my favorite one is, Ty. You and I talk about it a lot.
Are you kidding me, Tasha? She said the last movie is like the last 3 pages of the book.
Oh, wow.
Of course
I
it
believe
is.
it.
Of course it is. Of course it is. My goodness. But yeah, no. So, but I'm excited. I haven't watched Lord of the Rings in a really long time, and I know when I was younger, I thought Legolas was so cool because Legolas is just awesome. He's just awesome. He can
He is awesome.
He can do so
Who
many.
can dispute that?
Even in the last movie, Roy's like, "Holy smokes, this guy's." I forgot what he said. Roy says the funniest things.
He does.
But he was like, "My gosh, this guy's like doing 360 no scopes." I don't know what he said, but like, you know, he's like he's jamming, or I don't know what he said, but like
He always says something that makes me laugh.
but like he was impressed by Legolas, pretty much is what he was saying. Like how like he was just like he was like ain't no way, because
Did you tell everybody how you kept proving me wrong?
well no I would never embarrass you like that.
Oh, okay. I don't know. It's probably a pretty good funny thing to talk about. So I didn't know whether you talked about it or not.
I mean, basically multiple times during last week.
And again, I'm so tired.
The thing is, my mother's like me. We are very sure of ourselves. And if we
Yes.
think we're right, we will say, no, I'm right. And we were at the park, and there were ducks. And I knew very well those were female ducks, all female ducks. And she's like, oh, look, there's the female sleeping, and there's the males. I'm like, they're all female. They're literally all the same duck. She's like, no, they have that color spot on them. I'm like, the male ducks have green heads. It's literally, these are mallard ducks, Mom.
Well, you didn't mention the green heads at the time. I just kept saying
no,
that.
I thought I did.
I just said the females have the color.
Well, no, I
you
said they had green heads.
And you said, yes, those are brown. I said, yes, but they have the purple.
Yeah, but I said that they have green heads.
Oh, well, maybe you did. I don't know.
Well,
but when you
it
showed me
doesn't.
the picture,
Regardless, it doesn't matter.
I
So
knew
the
you
whole
were
point
right.
is, I'm like, Mama, I will bet you money. I'm like, those are female ducks. I know for a fact. And sure enough, she would not believe me. She would not believe me. She's
Even
like, no.
though I'm the one who taught her it.
She's like, no, they're not.
what's the crazy thing.
She was so adamant. She's like, no, they're not. I'm like, all right, I'll look it up. I literally had to look it up to prove it to her. She would not believe me. And then she's like, oh. And she's like, what? And then, I don't know, it happened again. Oh, there was like 3 times.
Three times when we were watching The Hobbit.
The first time was when we were watching it, she was somehow convinced that Frodo was going to be in it.
Well, yeah, and I said to Roy, hey, Roy, you're going to see Bob from Stranger Things.
Oh, yeah,
on
that's
here.
what you said. I said, no, he's not.
And I'm like, yeah, he's Frodo's friend.
I'm like, well, yeah, but I said, but this is
Yeah.
The Hobbit. I'm like, it's just the intro. I'm like, it's Frodo, like, you're seeing, like, Frodo present day, but we're going to go into the past.
Right, because
Yeah.
Frodo was there at the beginning of the movie, and I'm like, yeah,
Again,
Frodo's right there.
Yeah, she would not believe me that Sam was not going to be in the movie. And once again, it happened. Then, another thing happened where she's like, wait, she's like, why would it end here? I'm like, there are 2 movies to The Hobbit.
And I said, there's only one Hobbit movie.
I'm like, Mom, I can, and because she was confused. She's like, the movie's gonna end soon. She's like, there's no way it's gonna end. I'm like, because there's another movie. She would not believe me. And guess what? I'm like, watch. I'm like, in 5 seconds, the end, and like after this, it's gonna transition to the end screen. And sure enough, it transitioned to the end screen. She lost
And so
her
we
mind.
looked it up, and we found out there was a second
Oh wait,
Hobbit.
no, there was another one. Not to embarrass you again.
Okay.
But she thought that The Hobbit was produced and made before Lord of the Rings movie.
Well, because I read the book, so I knew the book Hobbit comes first.
I tried to rationalize it with her. I said, well, no. I said, you're right. I said, the Hobbit book comes before Lord of the Rings. I said, but the movies, it was like Star Wars. They came out with Lord of the Rings first, and then they made the Hobbit. And then she's like, no. She was so sure of herself. I'm like, Mom, I don't want to embarrass you again. Just trust me on this. The Hobbit was made second because of all the CGI. Look at the CGI we're looking at. She would not believe me. Sure enough, I look it up. I'm like, 2001, 2012. And then she got
Hey, but I'll tell you one thing. When the second movie ended right there, like in the middle of the scene, all of us were stunned because nobody knew there was a third Hobbit.
Well, yeah, I didn't know there was a third one. I knew there were two. But yeah, because when she's like, is there a third one? I'm like, and I even said, I do not know. I don't want to claim there is or isn't. I don't know that for a fact. But yeah, no, you should have seen her. When I told her that The Hobbit was produced and made after Lord of the Rings, she actually legitimately got mad because she was so tired.
No, it was when we found out there was a second Hobbit that
I don't know.
Because I thought for sure there was only one.
Well,
Hobbit.
anyways, after all those times of her being wrong in that week, she got extremely mad because I kept on being right. She got really mad.
Well, I got mad because I'm like, what is going on? Am I like, I know I haven't had good sleep.
Yeah, no, she wasn't like mad at.
Like, am I losing my mind?
Yeah, no, she was not mad at me, to be clear. She wasn't like mad at me, but she was just mad. And so it was kind of funny. But anywho, there you go. There's the story for that, because I know she brought it up. And then if you guys would all be wondering. So there's that. But anywhoosies, if we're going to watch any portion of Lord of the Rings, I gotta skedaddle. She said, Mama, please.
I'm telling you, I'm like, I pray to God I'm not getting like Alzheimer's or dementia or something.
No,
because
I think
I just couldn't believe all these times I was wrong.
I think it was, wait, we says, woman, you're gonna kill me with these incorrect pronunciations one of these days? Like, what the heck did I say?
Probably,
Legolas?
Yeah, because, it's Legolas, right?
I know, they said that to me. Don't worry, my family corrected me when we watched it, and I said, nah. I'm like, it's okay. I feel like it's just a part of me now. But anywho, I will see you all next week at 6 p.m. EST, same date, same time.
Look out for my video. Love you all.
I'll let you know what we all think of Lord of the Rings. I'm just gonna watch my Legolas. That man's fine. I'll see y'all later. Have a nice time. I gotta bring all my stuff upstairs while not killing my shoulder. So, have a lovely evening, everyone. Good night. Bye-bye. And I will see you next week. Bye-bye. Bye-bye.